Just touching on Battleborn again briefly, why do you think ultimately the game didn't really work out like perhaps you hoped?
I think we were trying to do something that, I mean, obviously it was funny because a lot of people had the same idea around the same time, right? Like a lot of people were kind of doing the competitive multiplayer merged with a MOBA somewhere on that spectrum, trying to figure out like where to land that. And I just don't know that we got the balance quite right there. I love that game. Like I was the producer on that game too, with full disclosure. So I will always have a soft spot for that game, and I love how much we supported that game, despite its relative lack of success, right? Yeah. But it's hard to say for sure. It's like releasing a game is always, you don't, especially new IP, like you just don't know what it's going to do. Like we had every confidence in it. It's just, sometimes it doesn't work out.
I can remember playing preview builds of that game and thinking, this could be something genuinely quite special. It's weird that it didn't pan out. It's very strange. Do you think it's because it was Gearbox and it wasn't Borderlands that maybe that was a factor?
Maybe. Not particularly. I mean, I don't know that there was any like predisposition towards it one way or another that way. But yeah, I mean, there's all sorts of things that I'm sure like kind of influenced the results for that game. But the first thing we should do there is, just kind of be self-aware and understand that we could have done things better.
Yeah, I mean, Battleborn again, is that something you'd maybe like to return to one day?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that's actually something Randy Varnell and I talk about. He was the creative director on that game. I would love to make another Battleborn game, honestly. I don't doubt it's in the cards, but it's something that it's a special franchise to me. Yeah. So
that's nice. Another thing you're probably asked about a bit is Band of Brothers. Band of Brothers in Arms. Sorry. Yeah, Brothers in Arms. Because there was going to be that Furious 4 game, and that kind of didn't happen. What happened there?
I cannot get into the details of that one very specifically. Brothers in Arms is still something it's still one of our properties. It's still very important to us. That is the franchise that put us on the map. Yeah. Like there isn't Borderlands without Brothers in Arms. Yeah. So it's funny because I mean, like with Borderlands, we kind of mash together shooters and RPGs. People forget that with the Brothers in Arms, we kind of mash together shooters and like kind of RTS tactical games, right? And like we really do like doing our genre mashes. So I would imagine that at some point, someday, we get back to that.